Game of Thrones Season 8 official trailer dropped, and the first thing that I want to speak about is Cersei Lannister. If you're a subscriber here, you know that I think Cersei is going to live. Cersei is going to be pardoned in Game of Thrones Season 8. I'll explain very high level in this video with a possible clue from the trailer. Let's take a look at all the Cersei clips though. First, we see a shot of some of Euron Greyjoy's ships. Then in the next shot, we see what looks to be the Golden Company. You can see some of Euron's crew here, and all these guys are the Golden Company. They're wearing gold. In the books, the Golden Company's current commander is a guy named Harry Strickland, but this dude does not look like Harry. If it's him, then it's Hollywood version of Harry Strickland. Younger, more badass. I'm cool with that. We get a shot of the Red Keep, and the weather's pretty nice, so despite the snowflake with Jaime at the end of Season 7, winter hasn't fallen in King's Landing, at least not yet. Or, this shot could come after the War for the Dawn is resolved up at Winterfell. I lean towards the former though. Next, we get a shot of Cersei, Qyburn, the Mountain, and her other Queensguard. My guess is that this is when Euron arrives to King's Landing with the Golden Company. No big deal. We also get this shot here of Cersei in the Great Hall of the Red Keep in King's Landing. We can see Cersei, Qyburn, the Mountain, her other Queensguard, the leader of the Golden Company, and this guy, possibly Euron Greyjoy. This is probably just Euron presenting the commander of the Golden Company to Cersei. This next shot is the one that I want to expand on. Most likely, every shot from this trailer is from the first half of the season, let's say episodes 1 through 3, because they don't want to spoil the ending for us, right? So Cersei's in casual attire here, and she's teary-eyed. What does this tell us? I have two guesses. Both of them relate to Maggie the Frog's prophecy. So part of the prophecy is, Queen you shall be, until there comes another.
Younger, more beautiful, to cast you down and take all you hold dear.
Cersei assumes that it will be another queen to cast her down, so most fans assume that as well. In the books and the show alike, Cersei incorrectly assumes that Margaery is that younger, more beautiful queen. That's part of the reason why Cersei hated Margaery so much. She was trying to avoid prophecy, but Margaery was Cersei's red herring. Margaery was not the younger, more beautiful queen. Many fans believe that either Dany or Sansa will turn out to be the younger, more beautiful queen. But if you dive down into the details, which I've done offline, if you analyze the things that Cersei holds dear, such as her children, respect as a woman, or power, the Iron Throne, it turns out the only thing that Cersei truly holds dear is her other half, Jaime.
But if you kill the High Sparrow, you won't leave the Sept alive, and without you, this is all for nothing. We've always been together. We'll always be together. We're the only two people in the world.
If you're not sold, I don't blame you, but I'll get into that in detail in a separate video. For the sake of this video, the point is, the younger, more beautiful person is actually
Brienne the Beauty.
Brienne has taken all that Cersei holds dear, Jaime, around the same time that Cersei's going to be cast down by another queen. Prophecies can be tricky. So my first guess is that this scene is Cersei, teary-eyed, realizing what she's lost, Jaime. Here's my second guess. It relates to another part of the prophecy, the valonqar. The final aspect to Maggie's prophecy, at least in the books, is that, and when your tears have drowned you, the valonqar shall wrap his hands around your pale white throat and choke the life from you. For her entire life, Cersei has assumed that Tyrion is the valonqar. She's assumed that Tyrion is the younger brother who will choke her to death. This is a big part of the reason as to why Cersei's tried to get rid of Tyrion. She was just trying to avoid prophecy, trying to save her own life. But just like Margaery, Tyrion is probably Cersei's red herring. The general fan consensus is that Jaime, who is the younger of the two twins, Jaime will turn out to be the valonqar. Tricky, but not tricky enough. I disagree. Tommen will be the valonqar. I'll explain that in part 18 of a 19-part series that I'm working on, so hit subscribe if you want to hear the full story. It's going to take some time, but Cersei's a key character, so I'm going to do this right. The point is, Cersei will be pardoned. Cersei will be pardoned the same as Dowager Queen Alicent Hightower after the Dance of the Dragons. If you did not know, Queen Alicent's daughter, Queen Helaena, she threw herself from Maegor's Holdfast, just like Tommen did.
Back in King's Landing, Queen Rhaenyra didn't have much time to grieve for her stupid husband. The mad former Queen Helaena flung herself from a balcony to be impaled upon the iron spikes lining the moat of Maegor's Holdfast.
And Queen Helena's own daughter, Queen Jaehaera Targaryen, also threw herself from Maegor's Holdfast, just like Tommen. So Dowager Queen Alicent Hightower's daughter and her granddaughter are the only two people we know to have done what Tommen did. And Dowager Queen Alicent Hightower, she was pardoned. She spent the rest of her life mourning, confined to her apartment in Maegor's Holdfast. I expect the same fate for the
Dowager Queen
Cersei Lannister. So that might be what we're seeing right here, but only if this shot is from the final episode. Probably not. This shot is probably Cersei realizing that she's lost Jaime. More of the trailer breakdown to come. Hit subscribe.